Ain't that a kick in the head, Johnny? I really thought they were somehow miraculously gonna pull it out there with Jonathan Marchessault with barely any time left. Really, Jersey guy, after all the crap this team has put us through 72 games up to this point, you thought all of a sudden they're gonna try and actually pull out this game? Of course not. And now they're mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. You ever just want to get down on one knee and thank the hockey gods upstairs that Phil Forsberg is a Nashville Predator? Hey everybody, it's Jersey Guy. Hold my beer. Are you sure you want me here? Patrick, watch anybody? Is it maybe somewhere that we owe a massive debt to the hockey gods? Again and again and again. You're like a kid again, Johnny. Is happening? Is this happening? Is this happening? This isn't an ad for some dang cookie. I want a piece of that action. Well, you don't have to tell me twice. What do you have to tell me that is going to make me feel positive? And maybe the Titans won't let us down on Thursday. Let's walk it off! Okay, on with Johnny's reaction video.
Redemption take you home.
Preds lose 3-2 to the St. Louis Blues Thursday night inside Bridgestone Arena and are mathematically eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. We are finally officially put out of our misery, Preds Nation. Preds go from being up 2-0 to blowing it in a matter of 22 seconds in the third period, up 2-1 to being down 3-2 with Dylan Holloway, how the Oilers ever let him go, getting 2 goals to pull the Blues out from under defeat and extend their winning streak. Sorry to anybody who is expecting the Preds to do them a favor in this game. You can't count on this team to do diddly squid poo. Leading up to this game, yeah, I've got Canucks friends who are saying, hey, Johnny, could your Preds do us a favor and beat St. Louis? It's like, have you seen this team play St. Louis through 3 games leading into this one? I had no confidence. And yeah, coming into this game, I had no confidence. But when they got up 2-0, it's like, oh, well, that's just a matter of fact. After tanking for so long this season, this team was going to finally avoid the sweep, but hurt their chances in the draft lottery. Nope, nope, nope. Hey, props to this team, and then I'm going to get all the pleasantries out of the way with Fedor Svechkov and then Brady Shea putting the Preds up 2-0 in the first period, and they had plenty of opportunity because the Blues didn't look like they were trying during the first and second periods, but the Preds couldn't add to it. And really, in retrospect, I should have seen that this team would not sustain the lead that they had when they had 6 shots on goal in the first period, 7 shots on goal in the second period, and 5 shots on goal in the third period. This roster cannot wait until the offseason comes quick enough, and there's still 10 more games left to play. So let's fast forward to the third period when the Preds were clinging to a 2-1 lead. It got down to under 10 minutes left, and I thought, oh, maybe they can get some confidence again and get themselves going here and play out the string positively. Nope. The Blues come in just under 8 minutes left to go in regulation and tie it at 2. It's like, okay, this is where you've got to settle down, boys, and pick yourself up. And nope, 22 seconds later, Michael Bunting, okay? There's so much promise with you, and I want to have a lot of hope in you. But what the hell was that turnover? And Dylan Holloway puts the Blues ahead. This team had no fight left after that, it seemed. It got to later in the game. UC Saros was pulled for the extra attacker. Good on this team for not giving up the empty net goal and putting somewhat of a fight. And then late, it's like the Preds are pushing and pushing. And then clock is ticking down under 10 seconds, under 5 seconds, under 3 seconds, under 2 seconds, under 1. And it's, oh, Marchessault scored. Nope. Blues are confident that it's not going to count. Doesn't take the referees very long to review it. FanDuel feed, which fortunately I got to watch on the Preds feed, but for some reason from the start of the third until 2 minutes left, the audio went choppy. I was almost willing to tolerate the Blues so I could hear who was having the puck at any given time. I had to simulcast it off of 102.5 the game, but luckily the audio came back. So when the Preds were pushing and Marchessault thought he scored, it's like, really? No, the hockey gods were not going to reward us for getting this game to overtime with how we played this season. Of course the clock was going to run out. What, did you think this was the Calgary game from just before the COVID shutdown in 2020? I almost said 2000. In 2020, and then Granlund tied it, and then Granlund walked it off in overtime? Of course not. This team doesn't deserve nice finishes to the season like that. They lose 3-2. They get season swept by the Blues. Sorry, Flames. Sorry, Utah hockey fans. Sorry, Canucks fans, that you're going to have to contend with this Blues team that shows no signs of cooling off. Good luck to all of you trying to fight and claw for that last playoff spot, while I'm just concerned about my team looking respectable, putting up a fight in games, but losing as much as possible so they don't fall out of third worst in the league for the third best odds at getting the first overall pick come the NHL draft lottery. Okay, rant over about the game. Now, this team has 10 more games left to go in the regular season. They will be at home again for an earlier start on Saturday when they face Vegas. I do not see how in any way possible this team will beat the Vegas Golden Knights. They look to be red hot right at the right time. And then they'll face Philadelphia on the road on Monday. On Tuesday, on their last back-to-back of the season, they'll face Columbus, and then they go into Dallas. Yes, red hot Dallas. Like they're gonna pull off an upset there. Fat chance. Maybe one win, maybe against Philly, because now they have a new coach. I was really expecting them to wait until the offseason. I don't want the Preds to get any ideas about switching coaches now. If you're going to do it after the offseason when you have a competent and your choice to replace him. That's all. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. As always, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. You can find my social media and interact with me during every Preds game. We have 10 left to go by clicking on a channel name. Tell all your friends about Redemption, and I can honestly say the only thing worse than being season swept by the Blues is that the Blues play the Jets in the first round, and then I have to figure out who I want to win that series. You know what I want to happen in that series? Each one of those games goes to extra overtime, and it goes 7 games, so whoever wins gets the crap kicked out of them in the second round.